Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about waves. So what is a wave? You must have seen that whenever we drop a stone in water, kind of disturbance is transferred in all the directions, right? So that is also called as wave. So what happens during this phenomena? We see the energy moving forward. But if you want to check whether the particles of the medium are moving or not, you can place a cork on that disturbance and you will be surprised to observe that the cork remains vibrating up and down, but it doesn't move forward with the disturbance. So wave is actually a disturbance which is propagated through a medium without the actual movement of the particles of the medium, right? So let's write down. So what is wave? It is a disturbance which propagates through a medium without the actual movement of the particles. Okay, so here what is transferred? The energy is transferred and motion is transferred. So you can say that energy and momentum are transferred during wave propagation. So we can just visualize that example. Suppose you are throwing a pebble in water. These kind of disturbance you observe, and what happens during these disturbances is that you observe that the movement is like this. You will see up and down movement of the surface of the water. So here this uplifted part is actually crest and here this is trough. This is an example to explain wave propagation through a medium. Now if you want to check whether the particles are actually moving through it or not, you can place a cork over here. The cork will not move forward with the disturbance. It will simply move up and down. So this shows that the particles are not actually moving along with the wave propagation, only the energy and the momentum is transferred. Next comes your types of waves on the basis of the requirement of the medium. So this is first the mechanical wave. Mechanical waves means which require the material medium for its transportation, for its propagation. Some examples you have studied in 9th standard, that is sound waves. Then we have electromagnetic waves. These do not require material medium for their propagation. For example, light waves, right? Then we have matter waves, which is a new concept. These were given by de Broglie and these are the waves associated with moving matter. Waves associated with moving particles. And we have another type of classification on the basis of the mode of vibration of the particles, which you have studied in ninth standard. So one is longitudinal. Longitudinal means the particles vibrate along the direction of propagation of the wave. So what will be the case? This wave is moving this way. So these particles are moving to and fro along the direction of propagation of the wave, because wave is moving this way, right? Next is transverse. So here the particles vibrate perpendicular to the direction of propagation. So if your wave is moving this way, then the particles will vibrate normal, right? So this is the wave and this is the motion of the particles. This is the motion of the particles. So example of longitudinal waves: sound wave, and here it is light wave. And also one more important thing which we need to discuss over here is, for longitudinal particles, for longitudinal waves, the medium must have compressional strain. You have studied about bulk modulus. So the necessity is compressional strain is required for longitudinal wave propagation. Transverse waves are possible in the medium which can sustain shearing stress. So that's why transverse waves are possible in solids and stretched strings. Here you will not be able to understand why light is considered here transverse. You will study in your 12th standard that in light waves, the oscillations of particles is not considered because light wave does not require material medium. So in this case, oscillations of electric and magnetic fields are considered, which you will study in 12th standard, right? So this is possible in solids and stretched strings, and longitudinal waves are possible in solids, liquids and gases all. Right? Then we have some properties of the medium for the propagation of waves. So the first property is the elasticity. So elasticity, as you know, it is a property of the medium where the property of the material so now the properties of the medium for propagation of wave. First is elasticity. What is elasticity? It is the property of the material to regain its original shape and size once the deforming force is removed. So due to this elasticity, the particles want to come back to their original place. Second is inertia. So what is inertia? The property of the body to oppose any change in its position. So this is also resulting in the staying of the particles at the same place. So that's why the actual movement of the particle does not take place. Third is less friction. If less friction is there will be less loss of energy and the wave will propagate for a longer duration. Now we have an important topic here, progressive wave. This is also called as traveling wave. So what is a progressive wave? The wave which travels from one place to other. Right? What is the equation? This is important over here. We are discussing the basic concepts in this video. So equation of plane progressive wave or simply progressive wave. Now the very important topic starts here. So in the equation of progressive wave, we write the displacement of the particle at any time. So this can be written as function of x and t. X is how much is the distance of the disturbance from the initial position of the disturbance. So this is y is equal to a sine kx minus omega t plus phi. So what are the different terms here? You are familiar with this. This is displacement. This is amplitude. Amplitude is maximum displacement from mean position. This complete angular part is called as phase, right? And this phi is called initial phase. K is angular wave number. This is denoted by K as shown over here. So K is 2 pi by lambda. What does it mean? Angle formed in one wavelength. Wavelength and other basic terms we have discussed in other video. This is omega, that is angular frequency. And what is the formula for angular frequency? We know omega is 2 pi upon t or 2 pi nu, right? And this particular equation which I have written, it shows the wave propagating in positive x direction. See, always remember, whenever there is a negative sign between kx and omega t, then it shows a wave propagating along positive x direction. And whenever there is a positive sign between these, then it shows the wave propagating in minus x direction. So this equation I am marking as 1. So I am writing over here, equation 1 shows wave propagating in plus x direction. So this is all about the basic concepts of wave. That's all for now. Have a nice day.